Hello everyone, welcome to our first video here in
Science with Noor and Sakina. Today's topic will be ATP and energy. Let's start with the importance of energy. Energy is used to fuel your body's internal functions, such as the transmission of nerve impulses. Energy is used in muscle contraction, where actin and myosin proteins form cross bridges causing the muscle to contract. Energy is used in protein synthesis and DNA replication. Energy is used in cell movement, for example, where ciliated cells move the mucus up the throat. Energy is used in active transport, for example, the sodium-potassium pump. And energy is used to repair, build, and maintain body tissues.
Now let's talk about ATP. ATP, the energy carrying molecule, is a nucleic acid like DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, which is ribonucleic acid, all made up of nucleotides. Now each nucleotide is made up of three important parts: the phosphate sugar, a base, and the sugar. ATP is a nucleotide consisting of an adenine base attached to a ribose sugar, which is attached to three phosphate groups. This nucleotide captures chemical energy obtained from the breakdown of nutrient molecules and releases it to fuel other cellular processes such as DNA replication, muscle contraction, and active transport. Keeping in mind that ATP is not a storage molecule for chemical reaction, that is the job of carbohydrates such as glycogen and fats. When energy is needed by the cell, it is converted from storage molecules into ATP.
ATP serves as a shuttle inside the body, as it transfers energy from where energy storage molecules are located, such as the liver, to where they are needed in processes such as respiration.
Why ATP is ideal as an energy currency molecule in living organisms? ATP is a soluble molecule, which means it can be easily dissolved, diffuses rapidly, and can be easily transported around the cell. It is found in all organisms. ATP is easily hydrolyzed, which means it can be easily broken down by water. ATP is produced from a variety of reactions like glycolysis and oxidative phosphorylation, which will be explained later on.
ATP is synthesized from ADP and inorganic phosphate, which are naturally found in the body. ATP and ADP are constantly being recycled. On hydrolysis, energy released is 30 kilojoules per mole. ATP is an intermediate molecule between energy-yielding and energy-requiring reactions. The high-energy phosphate bonds of ATP store energy captured in catabolism, which is the process of breaking complex molecules into small units. The energy captured is released in anabolic reactions. The synthesis of complex molecules from simpler ones is called an anabolic reaction. Energy is stored in the process.
Now let's have an introduction to ATP synthesis. Let's start by having an overview of glycolysis. Glycolysis is the process of breaking down glucose. It can take place with or without oxygen. Glycolysis produces two molecules of pyruvate, which is a three-carbon molecule, two molecules of ATP, two molecules of reduced NAD, and two molecules of water.
Moving on to the Krebs cycle, which occurs inside the mitochondrial matrix, acetyl coenzyme A combines with oxaloacetate, a 4-carbon compound, to form citrate. Citrate is decarboxylated and dehydrogenated in a series of steps to yield carbon dioxide and hydrogens. The hydrogens are accepted by NAD and FAD, which are passed on to the electron transport chain. Oxaloacetate is regenerated. Note that enzymes are involved in the reactions. The next step is oxidative phosphorylation. The reduced NAD and FAD are passed to the electron transport chain, and the hydrogens are removed. Hydrogen splits into electrons and protons. The electrons flow down the electron transport chain, and the energy released is used to pump proteins across the inner membrane, creating a proton gradient. Protons return to the mitochondrial matrix through ATP synthase, providing energy for ATP synthesis. Note that ATP synthase is an enzyme that catalyzes the formation of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. Oxygen accepts protons and electrons, forming water.
That's the end. Thank you guys for watching.
And we hope to see you in another video.